All right. I just got to admit it. Women aren't right. Men would do everything possible except for go to therapy and do some self reflection. And Ivan just proves this throughout the entire book of Brothers Karamazov. I have to say. Now, in the beginning, he had me in the first half. I'm not going to lie. He really did. Every single time I'm reading anything that comes out of his mouth in the first half, guy was dropping bars. I'm in this Discord. I'm dropping quotes from this guy. I'm a super like Ivan fan. He he's up here Jedi mind controlling, factory resetting people's entire philosophy on how they look at the world through a couple of conversations. What Smerjakov? Smerjakov's out here doing dirty deeds that Ivan's not even consciously aware of. He has this girl, Lisa, slamming her hand in the door, burning every meaningful emotional connection that she has. Like they're just getting, and he did the same thing to me. He's good. He's good at it. He's a wordsmith. He's a writer, right? Well, but we're not supposed to know that, right? But as I'm reading the story and I'm getting through this brick. Where is it? There we go. As I'm like getting through this fucking brick, the more annoying that this guy gets. I'm starting to see the cracks in the system. And then I get to a certain point where I'm like, oh, man, if you gave me like the ability, right, to craft a person with all the qualities that I hate in someone, right? Maybe it wouldn't be Ivan, but it would be pretty fucking close. I have to admit. And the first, the red flag that I missed, now I'm going back through it a little bit just to make this video, is when he had the first encounter with the elder Zosima, the goat, and they have a debate and they're going back and forth and he just gets absolutely little broed. And like if this was like modern times, this would be a YouTube video full of clips of how the Karamazov brother got absolutely destroyed in a debate. And at this point, I don't even think it was a debate for Zosima. I think he was going back and forth with this guy, and he's going, man, like if everything you're saying is true, I think you're just depressed. I think you're just depressed, dude. And when he first came on scene, again, I was a Ivan fan. When he first came on scene, I'm thinking he's gonna be like this 300 IQ. Like again, I don't know if you see my other videos. I'm definitely an anime fan, so but I've decided to go through some of the classics. You know, get my literature levels up. Put a few more skill points into reading, and I'm thinking he's gonna be like this Aizen Madara, like Pain character, right? Just doing these 12-step plays, and he's like 20 steps ahead of everybody. And then I realized that that thought and that statement so outrageously disrespectful to all of those goated characters, because the difference between those guys I just stated and then Ivan is that Ivan has zero conviction, like none. And I don't know if you have I doubt I have any like anime fans watching this, but if I do, they'll probably just go, wait, what do you mean? Like, didn't Pain backpedal on everything he did with one conversation with Naruto? And that's gonna be the core of this video right here, is that Pain was open to his worldview being wrong. He had his ears open, and he caught that when Naruto was speaking to him. He goes, hey bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, everything you're saying right now, I'm not gonna say I necessarily disagree with it, but man, the way you're speaking right now has me depressed. Is the way I'm living any worse than the way you're living? It just seems like such a fucking gray world with no color in it. And it's like, if I don't know if you guys have ever had like a friend that you helped out that's always just like down in their luck, and every time you see them or have a conversation, they're just complaining about something, right? So you just help them out. You decide, so what if it's like just like getting them a job, and you get them a job so they can get on their feet, get out the mom's house, and the homie that you hooked him, the homie that hired him, right, calls you, and he's like, hey bro, yo, your boy, he never showed up to work. What? So you have to call him, right? Because of course he's like dead, or he got in a car accident, or something tragic happened. And you call him, like, hey, bro, what's going on? Why are you not at work? And and then he just goes to his go-to. Man, I don't know, man. If I just want to work at a fast food restaurant or something, it's just like capitalism and nihilism and the world's fucked up and blah blah. You got to cut him off right there. Like, bro, I I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Take your ass to fucking work. And the thing is, again, back to the Pain and Naruto conversation, or the just to bring it back to the book, Ivan and Alyosha conversation, or Ivan in any conversation with anyone with any fucking sense, right? It's bro, I don't even disagree with you, but you're so fucking depressing. You have such a fucking incredible loser mindset. Look, I get it. The world's fucked up, and we can't solve all the world's problems in one day, and we'll probably never solve them. But maybe we will. Who knows? But I'm trying to get you a little bit of money in your bank account that you don't have. You're bringing. You're a walking black hole. And I mean, you can circle this mindset back to Ivan's dad, and I'm gonna give Ivan's dad a little bit of fucking props here, because he has something that Ivan doesn't, right? And you see this when Ivan's dad is talking to the elder, and it's kind of like I'm watching Dark Sidious and Yoda fight. These are two enlightened beings, right? They have wisdom, they see the world for what it is, but those two terms don't necessarily equate to like a good thing. It's not inherently positive, right? It's what you do with that knowledge after you have it, right? And they decide to go two completely different ways. And I was thinking about that parallel a lot, right? Because like if you go to like Star Wars, or even again, I'm gonna be dropping anime references. Sorry if anyone was watching this that doesn't give a fuck about anime, but it's like or like Gojo and like Sukuna. These people are like the strongest, right? They see the world for what it is. Like Ivan's dad isn't under any impression that he's a good person. He knows exactly who he is. He knows exactly what the world is. He knows exactly what he wants to do. And Ivan, so ironic that Ivan puts himself above his dad when, and I know he's like, oh yeah, my dad just keeps me around so he can feel more smart. And, you know, I like dunking him on the debates at the house, and he's just a horrible person, yada, 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 yada. And I'm like, I don't think you got that dog in you like you think you do. Because every step of the way for Ivan, he's literally trying to gaslight himself into this worldview that he doesn't even believe. And again, it worked on me. It worked on several other people that love Ivan in this book. And I think that's the thing. I think it's really easy to sell snake oil that cures all diseases when the person that's selling it also believes it. He was definitely getting high on his own supply. Like what Ivan is I like to this terms I definitely didn't create it, but I'm thinking of it on the spot, right? He's an intellectual fuckboy. He's Brian Griffin. He's Brian Griffin. He's performative. He's a performative male. And you see, and as the story goes on, and I love that every single chapter you see just like another crack and another crack and another crack, and then you see around like the second half of the book of how much of a fucking loser Ivan is. He's just a fucking dork. And he went off in the Grand Inquisitor, probably still my favorite chapter. It's such a great story. But once you go back after finish reading the heart of the story, you go back to that and you realize that whole story was a projection of his subconscious. Like you have the Inquisitor, right, locking up Jesus Christ. Everyone, he says, lock that man up. No questions asked. That man's in jail within a couple minutes, right? He goes on this huge fucking tangent, just like Ivan. about how the world's fucked up and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna create this perfect world. And guess what JC does? Sits there and listen. It mirrors the Zosima conversation. I was like, bro, I wish you the best, man. Because right now, all I feel is pity. You're not impressing anyone right now. It's like you're trying to convince yourself. That Jedi mind trick shit he does only works on people that aren't doing any, like, these are people that are already lost. They're not doing any self-reflection. They're just looking for like this quick fix, feel good type of energy. And Ivan provides that. Because again, he's doing 5 ounces of snake oil that cures all diseases every single day, right? He's getting high off his own supply. And this doesn't work on anyone that's doing any real self work. Like, because anytime he has a conversation with like Alyosha, Zosima, even his dad, Dimitri, the GOAT, these guys just go, this guy's kind of weird. He's doing a little too much. I don't like the vibes this guy is giving off is straight garbage. I'm not messing with it. You see that, right? When he does the whole thing with Katharina and Alyosha, when he's just like basically just kind of ghosts her and he like goes off and he skips town, right? He's like, oh yeah, Alyosha, what I realize is cutting her off was actually really easy. I feel nothing. And then I'm like, even when I was reading, I was like, and even Alyosha was like, but then like that night before and that morning before, it contradicts everything he just said. He stands at the top of the stairwell, just listening to his dad do shit, right? And then he can't. Like, he's breaking the fucking sound barrier, packing his bags. And once he hops in the Uber, he just starts fucking crying. Like, my God, I'm such a fucking asshole. Like, bro, what the fuck? And the thing is, like, once he gets at the end of the book, when he talks to Smerdyakov, and he finally gets a little dose of reality of the fact that his non-action played a huge role in his dad dying. He just can't. He crumbles. He storms out, and it's just this poor person in the fucking freezing cold that just needs help. And bro's immediate muscle reflexes. Get off me! I'm handling rich people shit right now. Leave, bro. He's such a fucking hypocrite. Every single chapter I start to no, fuck that. I'll say yes. I'll say hate. Every single chapter I start to hate this guy more and more and more. Because he's in his head, right? He's the perfect victim. It's everyone else's fault, right? I'm the one that's morally correct. I'm the one that's doing everything right. I'm the one that's putting in the work. I'm the only one that sees the world for what it is. No, you're not. You're walking around with a blanket over your head. And once we start to get into like the court case of Dimitri is when I love the flop around between Dimitri and Ivan, right? For me personally, like, Dimitri becomes my favorite brother. No offense, Alyosha. The only reason I don't count Alyosha, right, is because everyone should love Alyosha. He's meant to be the best person on the fucking planet. Alyosha is the fucking GOAT. Love him. So it's like not liking a puppy. So just don't take that wrong. I just don't even include Alyosha in the group of brothers. Whatever. But I love the fact that, like, in the beginning, Dimitri was really fucking annoying to me, and Ivan was goated. But then as the story goes on, they completely swap places. Like, in the fact that by the time you get to the end of the book, at the end, Ivan learns absolutely nothing compared to Alyosha, where he learns that you can't put people on a pedestal, and then no matter how much you have, like, you wear your heart in your sleeve, you make the right choices, life is still gonna be fucking hard. It's still gonna be hard, right? building up that love is like building up muscle. And then for Dimitri, he learned that you can't go around here acting like a wild fucking dog and expecting people to forgive you, even though you have a good heart, right? Even though like my intentions were, pure, or you're honest, doesn't really matter. You still affect people, so you need to, like, your actions need to reflect that, right? You just can't be doing shit and expect people to forgive you, because that's what got him fucked up in the end, right? It's like, even though he was not guilty, didn't really matter because of the long list of bullshit he's done in the past. Even though it was mixed with a lot of good shit, doesn't really matter. They both learn lessons. Everyone learns lessons except for Ivan. Ivan doesn't learn a fucking thing. Ivan doesn't learn nothing. And you look at the end of the story, how everything wraps up. Alyosha, way better place now. He gets to be a monk in the real world, where he's not at the temple with the rest of those fucking. That's a whole nother video. But yeah, he was out in the world. He has his like little orphanage people, and he's going around spreading joy like Alyosha does. Dimitri, right? Still got the ladies fighting over him. Living good, baby. Going to Americas, baby. And he said, "I'm gonna be back." He said, "And I'm gonna be right back." Let's go. Now, right? Ivan, he got the classic anime sickness. Sweats, got the towel over his head. Is everyone okay? I don't care, dude. Who gives a fuck? Zosima called it. Zosima called it, man. He called so many things, man. And I think it was the when he was in the debate with Ivan, and Ivan's trying to push that, like, we need to have a government that basically forces morality into people. And Zosima's like, you can't do that, bro. Like that has to happen from inside. Like the final judge is inside. Like, I'm not saying you're not supposed to have, like, yeah, you have to have government. Duh. Yes, for sure. But you can't use government to make people good people. Maybe it'll create like those paths. Maybe it'll increase the amount of people that want to do good, but it's not a cure-all. You can't force that into people. That happens internally, and there's a really good portion of this book that talks about that exact thing. Is like a murderer can get off scot-free, but like in the inside, it's like you can't escape how you feel, no matter like how, even if you can't articulate it, even if you come up with the perfect argument for why, yeah, I'm actually a good person, it doesn't matter. If you feel that shit in your soul, it's gonna come out, like, because you don't have to articulate it. It can come out in like so many different ways, like insomnia, anxiety, alcoholism, drug abuse. And for Ivan, literally creating a fictional character that is basically just debunking the fact that he has a shitty personality and you need to change your fucking ways, and he still doesn't listen. I know I compared Ivan to all of these great characters like Madara, Aizen, Pain, all these like 300, 5,000 IQ people. But I would say the exact 1-to-1 ratio, since I'm dropping a bunch of anime characters, right? Father from Full Metal Alchemist. Even when Father literally is talking to God, the knower of all, right? He goes, I don't know what I did wrong. What did I do wrong? What did I do? He's literally getting dragged into fucking hell. And he's like, I didn't do anything. That's literally a 1-to-1. It's so good. Look, I know I'm talking shit about Ivan this entire fucking video, but I'm not saying Ivan's a bad character. What I'm saying is he emotionally distressed me the entire fucking time, and I think that gives credit to how amazing this book is. I'm glad I decided to do some reading that didn't have pictures in it. I appreciate it. This was fucking amazing. This was goated. This is Ivan, even though he's a fucking loser, amazing character. And I know Dostoevsky wrote this book in honor of his kid that he lost, and Alyosha was supposed to be like the kid that he wanted his child to grow up to be. And if that's the case, I would say that Ivan is the child that Dostoevsky never wanted ever in any reality.